I'm sitting here off the coast of Isla Mujeres. The Gulf Stream comes up Latin America, and when it passes between Cozumel and the Mexican mainland, comes a little further north and it splits and goes on either side of Isla Mujeres, which is a small island off the coast of Cancun. This current, in this case about 1.5 to 2 knots on the inside, is enough to keep the water nice and clear, so it makes it easy for me to make drinking water from the salt water. I get about 16 gallons an hour at about 140 parts per million, which is a little better than you get in most cities. If you like what you see in this video, please hit the subscribe. When I get to 100 subscribers, I can actually give my channel a name. So that would be greatly appreciated. And once you've subscribed, there's a bell that will let you know every time I put out a new video. Hope you enjoy it. And this is what the ocean looks like here right off the coast of Isla Mujeres. We've got grass on the bottom in some areas, and the anchor is actually sitting in the sand so that it doesn't disturb any of the marine life. But what we've got here is about 14 feet of water. The current keeps the seaweed and anything else that might make the water sort of cloudy at bay. You can see the anchor chain. It's actually 18 feet deep. It's 14 feet below the keels. So you're looking at Dolphin Discovery, a place where you can swim with the dolphins. It's right off the coast. There's a resort or two, and so what you're seeing here is this line of sand that flows down. And ahead, on one of the catamarans that they have, you can see the game they play, basically called Ride the Spinnaker. And so what they've done is they've put a rope between the bottom end of the spinnaker and the which makes a seat for people. And we'll look at that in just a minute, a little bit closer. You see Cancun in the distance. Beautiful, beautiful light blue water. This is another portion of Cancun, a little less of the tourist area, more of the commercial district. And you can see a little of the boat. So this particular sport, they take the triangular shape of the spinnaker, they put a rope between the two bottom corners. You can see there's one rope holding one edge to the front of the boat, and there's the top is tied off on a halyard that they can raise and lower. So what they've done at the moment is they've lowered the halyard to allow the rope to dip into the water, and the volunteer to ride the swing is swimming over to it. In just a minute he'll get on the seat, and they'll lift him out of the water. So they finally got him on the seat, and they're beginning to lift the spinnaker at the top, which causes more wind to catch in the sail. And he's basically hanging just on the breeze. Once he's up there for a little bit, they will count to 3 and expect him to jump off of his perch and land back in the ocean. And he tried, but there's a problem. He forgot to let go, or he got his arm tangled up, so they had to drop him back in the water, take some of the weight off. And now they're looking for the next idiot. Oh, I mean volunteer. So now let's go below the boat and let's see what we can find. Fish seem to like things that float on the water because it protects them from the birds. And this guy is a remora. You will see him hanging off of sharks or other animals that he can attach to. He basically is a scavenger. So what is this I see about 20 feet below me? Looks like that is probably a starfish.
Yes, I believe it is. Let's swim down a little bit and take a look. We used to have a lot of starfish in Grand Cayman, but they were basically taken out of the water by people and handled to the point that very few still exist at Starfish Point. So you won't see me handling any of them. So these guys you'll find in a lot of souvenir shops. They're called sand dollars. And this one on the left has died a while back, and he's already even mostly bleached. What you'll see here is one of them that's still alive. They're dark in color, they're fuzzy. You can see there's two more right there with that one. Now, this is the first time that I've ever seen the evidence of them moving. I've always found them stuck in the sand, and I always had just assumed that they just somehow stayed there, but the little hair gives them a method to move themselves. And here's a close-up look. You see there's another bleached out sand dollar and a starfish, and another one over here in the grass, and there is a dead and bleaching sand dollar. Starfish, it's interesting, seem to be very sedentary, but in the aquarium tanks we had at Bloomberg, they were anything but that. They would move around quite a bit, and when they did, they would find other starfish, and then they would proceed, if they were a different type, to rip the arms off and kill the other starfish. So they may look all kind of cute and cuddly there, but they, in reality, are actually pretty dangerous to other starfish. Here's something that doesn't look like it's a very good omen. This is a stingray, and somebody has captured him, cut off the flat portion of his body. I'm not sure if that was for food or bait. It's not good for him, that's for sure. Here's our buddy the remora. Flat part at the front of his head. It looks like he's actually swimming upside down, but the flat part is actually a sucker cup, and he will grab onto other fish and let them carry him around to the kill. And then he'll hop off and grab the scraps. That's how he works.
So there you have it. A little tour of the coast of Isla Mujeres and a little trip under the boat to see some starfish and some sand dollars. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe. There are certain things that are only available to me once I have a certain number of subscribers, and I would greatly like to get some of those things. So I hope to see you next time. Until then.